People were holding me back, So he was dressed with the orange vest. He had a bulletproof vest on underneath. This guy planned to die.
Yeah, he was
He
prepared.
was ready to go.
I had a very unique and unexpected conversation this morning with Aaron Brooks, who is supposed to be scheduled for an interview on the Transferable Skills podcast. That conversation did not happen. It will happen next week. Instead, we spent the time discussing the bizarre week that Aaron has had. The conversation began before I had a chance to hit record when Aaron was apologizing for not responding to my email earlier in the week while explaining why he was absent, busy holding interviews with all of the major news networks. He was present and very visible at this past week's anti-Semitic terrorist attack in Boulder, Colorado. You can see Aaron all over the news. He is wearing a blue jacket and is at the front of the incident. Thankfully, he was not physically injured. He confronted the terrorist whilst holding 2 Molotov cocktails. He didn't know what was going through his head. He didn't know why he did this. It wasn't by choice. It was instinct. This is the conversation with Aaron today.
We're walking on Sunday is all I'll tell you. And there's going to be like 1,000 people here. It takes certain things to engage people. I hope people stay engaged. That's my hope.
Everyone's got a life. Everyone's busy. And the things that are not directly impacting us personally, they're going to often take a backseat to the things that are.
Until you realize that they're impacting you personally. So,
well, I think they're all going to impact you personally just until it gets to that point. It's somewhat abstract or adjacent.
But that's a really good way of putting it.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
My mom was mad when she first saw the video, and then she was like, well, maybe I'm happy you did that. It was instinctual. I could have gotten hurt, I suppose. I didn't think, but it wasn't bad, and I didn't do it just because of what was going on in that moment. I did it because I had been trying to sound the alarms here for a year and a half about the rising environment of anti-Semitism, both in Colorado, across the Front Range, and specifically here in Boulder, and nobody would listen. And I had city council members crying with me on the scene, apologizing to me for not listening. And it's like, okay, thank you for apologizing. Now we're done with that because I'm not that guy. Let's move forward, right? And let's make sure this doesn't happen again. And that's got to be the answer, right?
Yeah. The way you're describing first responders feeling upset.
The first responders are, and this is obvious, the first responders are the people that were like pouring water on a burning person, and like literally somebody that was like burning. And I'm not kidding. Like you don't ever want to see these things. He said he researched it online. He found the people that were supporting the genocide or whatever the hell he said. That's what he said there. I mean, he yelled at me, you're burning my people. When I yelled at him, what are you doing? And I tried to get at him. People were holding me back, So he was dressed with the orange vest. He had a bulletproof vest on underneath. This guy planned to die.
Yeah, he was prepared.
He was ready to go.
Not without a fight.
No. And he had a box of 16 Molotov cocktails. He only got to throw 2. And when I was confronting him, he was holding 2. So don't ask me what I was thinking, because I don't know what I was thinking. It is very strange when you go through these types of things and people thank you. Like, I don't want to be thanked.
Yeah.
It's very off-putting. Okay.
It wasn't that you were there hoping to get thanked. In fact, you probably feel, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm wondering if you have a sense of almost guilt.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah,
I have guilt for a few reasons, and that's normal in these situations. I've already spoken with people. That's normal. I've been ringing the alarm bells here for a year and a half. I'm the guy that goes to every city council meeting. I am the most vocal Zionist here, and I know what that means. This rising environment of anti-Semitism. I don't care if you're in New York or Chicago or any large city. Guess what? It's also happening in the small cities. And I had been tracking all of this extremist activity in Colorado. And I had information. So I networked my way to some people. I had a police officer come over to my home. I showed him all of this, and he said, quote unquote, there's nothing we can do. I said, I know there's nothing we can do. But are we going to be talking about this after something bad happens, like I did in Highland Park? Because I moved from Boulder to Boulder from Highland Park, Illinois, about a month and a
Yeah.
half after that shooting. On the scene, when all of this happened, right? And I was, when I say I was right in the middle of it. So this officer, the same officer that came to my home, he saw me on the scene, right? And he looks over at me and he called the great guard, by the way. Okay. The officers here in Boulder they're doing their best. Okay.
Yeah.
Officers are having a tough time. So we got to
I
give them a
believe
break.
it.
We lock eyes. He walks over, he gives me a big hug and he's like, I apologize, man. I'm sorry, man. And I'm like, you don't have to apologize. It's like, thank you. That's very nice of you. Really good guy. Right. And he's got a heart. And I'm like, you don't have to apologize. What are we going to do going forward to make sure that these things don't happen again? Right. That's the question. Anyway, that's my story today.